Hello everybody! Phantom Zwei here once again, and it's time for even more Steins Gate. So, without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? The next morning, I go for a stroll through the streets of Akiba. What I discover is that, although the chaotic energy familiar to me has receded, Akiba is still Akiba at its core. The few electronic stores I used to frequent are still there. In fact, they've multiplied. You can still hear their loud theme songs and the cries of salesmen all the way from the sidewalk. Electronics otaku and PC maniacs walk the street with unkempt hair, wrinkled clothes, and eyes burning with intense purpose. There are even cheerful foreigners taking in the sights. The maids and young female otaku have disappeared, but the hobbyist essence of the town is unchanged. It's subtle, but the background CGs are now electronic-oriented instead of cute. Yeah, I think I can see a few differences. I mean, I didn't pay that close attention to, the backgrounds when we were seeing it before, but, like Panasonic, Viva, obviously I take off Panasonic, that kind of thing. I get the vibe. Oops. I think I skipped that, didn't I? The maids and young female otaku have disappeared, but the hobbyist essence of the town is unchanged, right? I admit it's a relief. Yesterday, I heard from Mayuri how we met Ferris on this world line. I was wondering, since May Queen no longer exists. It was at a small Rynet tournament at a toy store in Ikebukuro. We went to cheer on Daru, but he dropped out because of a stomachache, so Mayuri and I ended up taking his place. Our opponent was Ferris. We got crushed, needless to say, but Mayuri says that Ferris was very gracious and gave us advice on how to play. That was the beginning of their beautiful friendship. Our past has changed considerably, yet we still ended up with the same close relationship we had in the last world line. Fascinating. Maybe Lady Luck is looking out for us. I've got mail. Right. We're watching you. Well, that's creepy. Jelly Man? It's Jello! Oh, shit. Is this a prank? Spam? Is this from CERN? Why the red gelatin? Who's watching me? What's going on here? I spin around, searching the crowd. A few passerbys look at me strangely. I don't care. Something's wrong. Goosebumps break out all over my body. Maybe? If so, then this mail is a threat. My pulse skyrockets. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! What do I do? Do I tell someone? Who? I can't involve anyone else. It's a prank. It has to be. I ignore it. But what if it's serious? Are the men in black coming? I'm dead. They'll erase me. Erase us. Should I call the police? No, not enough evidence. What do I do? What do I do? What the hell do I... Thoughts spin inside my head. Every pedestrian looks like the enemy. I flee from the crowd. I see what you were talking about from the paranoia there, Steiner. You weren't joking. After I manage to calm myself down, I head back to the lab. For now, I'll write that mail off as a prank. It's still early. Well, I guess it's actually noon, but Mayuri, Kurisu, and Lukako are already at the lab when I return. I greet them, trying to keep the anxiety out of my voice. The two cute high school girls waved to me in greeting. By the way, one of these girls is actually a boy. In any case, the sight warms my heart, or would if not for a certain assistant who just gives me a bored look before going back to reading. Mayuri and Lukako are sitting next to each other on the sofa, reading a book together. It looks like a cosplay photo album.
時にね、とっても可愛いレイヤーさんの同人写真集を見つけたんだ。だからね、つい衝動買いしちゃったの。ほら見て、ルカちゃん、これブラチューのセドナコスだよ。作り込みすごいな。すごく可愛いよね。
Bloodtoon, eh? Fictional, a popular TV anime based on a manga. 26 episodes were broadcast last year. The main heroine, Seira Orgel. Oh, okay. It's freaking Seiraton. Is especially popular among anime otaku. So that's the anime that Taku was obsessed with. I see. She's showing it to Lukako as part of his re-education. To think he was so reluctant to get involved in cosplay. Looks like Mayuri's persistence has paid off. Actually, judging by his obvious interest in the photo album, maybe he was always interested in cosplay. Just too shy to cosplay himself. Looks like Karisu's not interested in the photo album. She just gives a cold, Instead, she's reading a difficult-looking book in English. Damn it, this is no time to be showing off your intelligence. You're going to make Mayuri cry if you talk to her like that. Or so I thought, but Mayuri doesn't seem to mind, so I stay out of it. Luka-chan? Is she teasing, or... Hey now, Mayuri, what are you saying? It's like you're referring to Daru with that remark. Surely the thing about vegetables didn't work to change Luka's sex. Karisu starts choking on her coffee. I know how she feels. I almost did a spit take with my soda. Mayuri's breasts are huge for her height, so her advice lacks a certain element of persuasion. Karisu snaps her book shut and glares at me.
だったらはっきり言わせてもらう。変態野郎2人と一緒に海水浴なんて言ってられるか。女子メンバー限定というなら喜んで参加させてもらうわ。
素直になったらどうだ、クリスティーナ。私は伝部の猛虎犯を男子に見られたくないので一緒には行けません。
Mongolian spot, huh? A bluish birthmark, commonly found on Asian children, usually disappears by the age of 5.
と、
猛虎犯なんてないわよ。
そもそも女子メンバー限定ならば、そこのルカ子も無理ではないか。
何それ？
この前わざわざ教えてやっただろう。ルカ子は正真正銘の男だとな。
My declaration of the truth freezes the air instantly. Huh? There's something off about their reaction.
最悪ね、あんた。女の子に向かって男呼ばわりなんて。
You gotta be kidding me, right?
そうだよ。オカリ、そういうこと言うのはね、 マユシー好きじゃないな。
Really? Even Mayuri condemns me. Lukako, meanwhile, turns pale and hangs his head so I can't see his face. Is he crying? Normally he'd get depressed and say something about how embarrassed he'd be to wear a swimsuit, but he wouldn't start
ク
crying.
リスティーナお前が現実から目を背けたくなるのはわかる。ルカ子は男でありながらとても可憐だからな。
岡部、
Karisu advances on me with a stern glare.
私にへんてこなあだ名をつけるぐらいなら冗談で済むからいいけど、いや本当は良くないが、今のあんたの言い草は冗談になってない。他人を傷つけるようなやつじゃないと思ってたけど違ったみたいね。今のあんたは本気で最低よ。
え？
What did I do to deserve this tongue lashing?
謝りなさい。今すぐ漆原さんに謝りなさい。
いやいや、謝るも何も。俺は真実しか言ってな。
いいんです。
Lukako gets up from the sofa. His head is still hanging, and his voice is barely audible.
岡部さんにそういう風に見られてたんですね。
いやいやいやいや、そういう風ではなく、ルカ子、お前は男だろ。それともお前まで現実逃避に走ったか？
This is really weird.
現実逃避してるのはあんただろうが。
そうだよ。ルカちゃんは女の子なのにオカリひどいよ。
というかマユリよ、なぜお前は急にルカ子への呼び方をルカくんからルカちゃんに変えた？
岡部、いつまで続ける気？彼女は女の子よ。
Mayuri nods in agreement. Huh? What's going on here? Is this some kind of prank?
帰ります。
Lukako tries to slip by me out of the lab. I grab his hand to stop him from leaving.
待てルカ子、俺を担ぐのはよせ。お前は正真正銘の男だ。なぜならここに。
Is he really gonna, like, feel him up or something? Oh god. What are you doing? I pin Lukako's arms and reach for his package. Let's see what you're hiding down. Oh boy. Nothing.
おおえ？あれ？なんで？
Oh god. Oh, Okabe, you're so fucked. I feel around some more.
岡部さん、やめてください。
Maximum awkward is right. Nothing. Nada. It should be there. I mean, he's a guy. Isn't he? An electric current runs through my brain. No way. Yes way. So that's what happened.
ルカ子、お前。
The D-mail I thought had failed was actually a success.
お前は女なのか？
Oh my god.
最初からそう言っとるだろ。
A half second later, Karisu cracks me over the head with her heavy textbook. Yeah, he deserved that one. When my vision clears, Lukako is crying. Mayuri is rubbing her back comfortingly. Karisu, meanwhile, is glaring down at me like I'm something she scraped off the bottom of her shoe. Daru, who arrived a moment ago, is in the corner, trying not to laugh. Honestly, I can't blame him. Righteous high school girl makes perverted college guy beg for forgiveness. If I had to put a title on this scene, that's what it would be. The top of my head is throbbing. Most likely it's because Karisu wiped out 100 million of my precious neurons, envied by scientists the world over. I put a moist towel to my head.
一度あんたの頭を切り開いて脳だけ取り出してよく洗浄してやりたい気分よ。できればそのまま体に戻さず培養液の中にぶち込んで一生あんなハレンチな真似できないようにもしてやりたい。とにかく警察に突き出されないだけ。
はい、すいません。
Oh my god. Man, that was dumb. Yes, it was. I didn't think it would be gone. Lukako has become a girl. Her face hasn't changed, and she's flat as a board, but she's definitely a girl. There's no denying what my hand didn't feel. I guess that ridiculous superstition was true. If you eat vegetables, you'll have a girl. Does this count as a scientific breakthrough? Anyway, I'd better apologize to Lukako. Good idea. I hope she doesn't get PTSD because some pervert, me, groped her. I mean, she's a 16-year-old girl now, and she was shy to begin with. I'll need to be as gentle as humanly possible from now on. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she never spoke to me again. I have no one but myself to blame. I'll just have to accept the consequences.
だいたいなんだって漆原さんが男の子だなんていう妙な妄想に取りつかれたんだ。
それについては前にも言ったはずだ。 D メールによる過去改変だよ。ルカ子は男だったが女の子になりたいという願いをもとに D メールを送り、それは成功した。世界線が変わったその瞬間を俺は確かに認識していた。すなわちマガンリーディングシュタイナーによってな。その点については反省せねばなるまい。俺はもっと自分の持つ特殊な力を信じるべきだったと。
Kurisu calmly readies her book above her head.
また食らいたい？
あ、いや本当なんだ。これについては信じてくれ。この現象を理論立てて説明するとだ。D メールを送るたびこの世界が辿ってきた歴史が変わる。つまり過去が変わる。それを俺の脳は知覚できるのだよ。
I leaped to my feet, overcome with excitement.
世界中でこの俺だけが因果率の変化を認識できる。そう、例えるなら俺はこの世界の観測者ということだ。
I look around, expecting to see awe on their faces.
いいから座れ。
I do as I'm told.
わからないのか？観測者、すなわち量子力学的に言うところのシュレディンガーの猫の実験における箱を開ける人なのだぞ。
シュレディンガー？
うわ、出たよ、シュレディンガーの猫。日本人のシュレディンガー好きは異常。
あんたも日本人だろ。
もううんざりって感じっすわ。猫が可愛いのは認めるがな。
Kitties. The word kitten, Neko, corrupted for cuteness, used by cat lovers all over the internet. Okay, simple enough. Daru's absolutely right. Whenever an anime wants to use quantum mechanics, the characters always talk about Schrödinger's cat.
とにかく俺はそういう特殊な力を宿す魔眼を持っている。その名をリーディングシュタイナーと呼ぶことについては以前説明した通りだ。
そのリーディングシュタイナーって名前バカっぽいからやめろって私も以前言ったはずよね。
She called your name stupid again, reading Steiner.
いかにも和製英語って感じ。漫画の必殺技みたい。
It's English.
文法としては破綻してるし、シュタイナーがシュタインのことなら前半は英語で後半はドイツ語とかむちゃくちゃだわ。ちなみにこれはシュタインズゲートだっけ？
まだまだ伝部の蒙古藩が取れぬようだな、クリスティーナ。ネーミングは五感がすべて。かの天才レオナルド・ダ・ヴィンチにも被験する俺の想像力は文法などというつまらない決まり事に縛られたりはしないのだ。
Oh man, she hits me again. That's right, it's not stupid, it's clever. I'm seeing stars.
少しは反省しろ。
すいません。
Maybe you should apologize. Yeah, apologize to Lukako already. He didn't do it. Alright. Come on. As punishment, I spend the next 30 minutes on my knees under Karisu's watchful eye. If I slouch for a second, I get the corner of her book. Ow. I'd accept being told, "Die, pervert," if it were coming from Lukako, but why the hell is Karisu butting in? I didn't do anything to her. Does she think she's one of those class president characters? Anyway, I flee the lab as soon as my punishment is over. The silent pressure from the other girls is too much to bear. I step into the sun and stretch. My legs are numb from the kneeling, so I can barely stand straight. At that moment, the Brawn 2 workshop door opens, and out comes Part-Time Warrior. Our eyes meet.
オス
She's less energetic than usual.
なんでそんなふにゃふにゃしてんの？
こういう体操があるのだ。
知らなかったな。
Suzuha answers listlessly and sits down on the bench. When she aimlessly gazes skyward even, I follow suit. Huge clouds are slowly swallowing up the blue. A helicopter flies overhead. I can hear its propeller slicing the air.
絶好のサイクリング日和だね。
そうか？
But it's so damn hot. How can you exercise on a day like this? I'd rather drink hot coffee in a well-air-conditioned room while browsing the net. Now that's a luxurious way to spend a summer break. You know, I kind of agree. If only the lab had air conditioning.
あのさ、ちょっとサイクリングしない？
I'm actually in the exact same situation right now. Our excuse me, our air is broken. So, you know, the heat is being put out by my computer and such. I'm like, oh god, it's night, but it's still hot. Seriously? She has to be joking.
勝利は1台しかないではないか。
二人乗りすればいいじゃん。
バイトを放り出していいのか？
Suzuha pops into the store. She's back in less than a
許
minute.
可取ってきた。どうせ客なんて来ないし。
I try to think of an excuse to refuse, but nothing comes.
俺はマッドサイエンティストであってサイクリストではないのだぞ。
Oh man.
なのになぜ俺がお前を後ろに乗せて漕がなければならないのだ。
その昔、アリストテレスが言いました。時間は運動の数であるってね。だから運動した方がいいよ。
That doesn't make sense. I'm exhausted. We barely made it to the station. I'd die if I went another block. This was a terrible idea. I should have known better. Oh, it's not common over there, Steiner. That sucks, but you know, I guess that if you don't know what it's like, then you're not missing much, right? I get off the bicycle and sit against the station wall. Suzuha sets the bike against the wall and crouches next to me. Alright, mail. But just in general, I've always been bad at dealing with heat. I deal much better with cold than heat. Mayuri! Luka-chan emanates an aura that makes you want to tease her, and you just reacted to that. I understand. When Mayushi's with Luka-chan, I feel a little sadistic too, but still you shouldn't tease her in real life. Oh man. Sitting on the ground is undignified for a man of my stature, but no matter. I just need a few moments to catch my breath. I watch the crowds of people move past. Nearly all of them are men. Here and there I see people carrying large boxes, most likely PC parts or appliances. There isn't an anime poster in sight. When Akiba changed, so did the people who visited it. This atmosphere. It's kind of retro. It's the Akiba I've only seen in pictures. Akiba at the end of the 20th century. The electric town in its purest form. It has risen from the ashes of the past. And the only one who knows it is me.
私さ、
Suzuha
東
murmurs.
京に来たのは10日前が初めてなんだよね。
Huh. I didn't know that.
夏休みを利用した観光ではないよな。
父さんを捜索するため。
That's a strange way to put it.
蒸発でもしたのか。
I meant it as a joke, but Suzuha looks so serious. I hope I didn't screw up again.
もう何年も会ってなくて、この町にいるのは分かってるんだけどさ。
そうなのか。しかし、ならばバイトなどしている場合ではないのか。
Suzuha works at the Brontu workshop from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. I doubt that leaves much time to search.
当てがないっていうのが正直なとこ。
警察に。
そうなの？
だったら出すべきだろう。あとは金があるならば更新所に頼むとか。
そんな予算がないな。それにいろいろ事情があるんだよ。ただ
Issues.
さ、一回だけチャンスはあるんだ。そのチャンスが明日なの。ある場所に現れるかもしれなくて。
A certain place? That has a rather ominous ring to it. Could her father be some kind of fugitive? I stay silent, unable to think of a
その
response.
チャンスを逃したら、私もうこの町を離れなきゃいけない。
離れるとは地元に帰るのか。
行かなきゃいけないところがあるからさ。私も多忙なわけよ。
What?
もともと明日会えなかったら諦めるつもりだったし。
不安なのだ。わかるぞ、その気持ち。誰も知らないこの町でたった一人で父親を探す。さぞや心細いことだろう。不安な気持ちを紛らわすため誰かに相談したいわけだな。
I'm sure that's what it
そ
was.
して身近にいる人間で最も頼りになりそうなだが残念だな。俺のような狂気のマッドサイエンティストに頼ったのがお前の運の尽きだ。バイト戦士よ。
は
そんな思い俺が実験台として使ってやろうではないか。
あ、実験台って
決まっている。時間を遡ることができる人類科学の夢 D メールだ。
I've already explained D-mail to Suzuha
お
before.
前にはその実験台となってもらおう。
どうするの？
Suzuha takes a step back. She finally realizes the danger she's in.
何？簡単なことだ。俺は今 D メール検証実験のデータを少しでも多く求めている。お前にも過去を変えてもらうのだ。もっともその変えた過去を認識できるのはこの俺だけだがな。非道だと思うのならば勝手にするがいい。だがお前はもはや俺の毒牙にかかった子羊。逃がしはしない。そうだ、いいことを思いついた。お前が過去に送るメールの内容についてだ。
Like, man, Okabe, think about everything that's happened already because you've been messing around with D-mail. Akiba is literally a different town now. Maybe you should stop, or at least try to figure things out a little more before you do it again. Mad scientist indeed.
いいかよく聞け。お前は蒸発する前の父親へとこうメールを送るのだ。娘を置いていくなとな。
君ってさ、いいやつだね。
な
になんかちょっとだけ楽になったかも。
お前
俺を侮辱するつもりか。俺はいいやつなどではない。 実験のことしか考えていない狂気のマッドサイエンティストである。分かったならばお前の父親の携帯アドレスを教えろ。教えなければ俺の右腕が火を吹くぞ。ちなみに封印が解かれた右腕を俺は制御できない。お前の命も保証できん。
ごめん、無理なんだ。
あくまで逆らうのか。
父さんの携帯の番号もメールアドも知らないから。
は？そう。
Well, that's a letdown.
まあだからこそ明日にかけてるわけでさ。心配してくれてサンキュー。
心配などしていない。実験台にできなくてがっかりしているだけだ。
でもすごいね。メールを過去に送れるなんて人類初のタイムマシンじゃん。
ふん、すごいのは当然だろう。なぜなら俺はフォーイン京馬だからな。
アップグレードの予定は？
アップグレード？
そのタイムマシンのアップグレード、例えば人そのものを送れちゃうようになるとか。
検討中だ。
No good ideas yet, though.
だったらさ、作る前に一つ忠告。マキセ・クリスは仲間から外した方がいい。
そういえばお前、あいつのことをやけに嫌っていたな。
さてと、そろそろ工房に戻らなくちゃ。30分休憩をもらっただけだからさ。そろそろ帰んないと怒られちゃうんだ。
I stop Suzuha as she gets on her bike.
明日は父親と会えても会えなくてもラボに来い。
なんで？
お前の昇進を利用して D メールを使わせてやる。
さすがマッドサイエンティスト。悪逆非道だね。もし父さんと会えたなら行くよ。その時はみんなで祝福をあげてよね。
She laughs happily. Then she starts pedaling, leaving me behind.
じゃ、待て。俺も乗せていけ。おい。
Oh man. Suzuha doesn't wait, leaving me with no choice but to run back to the lab. Damn you, part-time warrior!
これより作戦名エルドフリームニルの概要について説明する。
But not before I check my mail. Going to infiltrate now. What should I do? I'm so nervous. I can't see my own heart. I can't see my own heart like peeking through frosted glass. Wish me luck, over and out. Right. Anyway, I think it's time that we changed our mail ringtone again. Let's see, that's the one I used, right? Yeah. Let's use Over the Sky. There we go. The only lab mims here today are Mayuri, Kurisu, and Lukako. I couldn't get a hold of Ferris or Moeka. They must be busy. Yeah, I like Suzuha too. Daru, meanwhile, gave me some crap about having things to do. I was prepared for Lukako to refuse my invitation, but since she's here, I guess she's forgiven me. For now, at least. I've already explained to the lab mims what Suzuha told me yesterday. I'm sure that Kurisu is thrilled.
あんたは何するの？
俺か？俺はこれからバイト選手を尾行し、状況を逐一報告。
Stalking. Yeah.
やめなさいよ、悪趣味だな。親子水入らずにさせてやれ。
いちいち突っかかるな、クリスティーナ。お前は人間の心理というものを理解していない。人というのはそうやって一周されると意地でも自らの意志を通したくなってしまうのだ。
独善的すぎ。
Yeah, at the very beginning, in the initial world line, Kurisu was killed. And it was then that, after they left the building, when Okabe sent that text to Daru, and he initially was operating the phone wave, name subject change, of course, that initially initiated the first change in world line, it seems.
そもそもクリスティーナよ。お前とバイト選手は対立していたはずだ。
Yeah, Suzuha doesn't seem like that type.
そのような気遣いをするとは大した偽善ぶりだな。
あんたの行動が人としてダメすぎるんだろ。
そうだよ。邪魔するのはね、良くないと思うな。
Even during the strategy meeting, Mayuri keeps working on her costume. Lukako hasn't agreed to wear it yet, but Mayuri's enthusiasm remains strong.
それよりも、どんな結果になってもあったかく迎えてあげようよ。その点も僕、その鈴葉さんという人と会ったことはないんですけど、鈴さんはね、とってもいい人だから、ルカちゃんもすぐに仲良くなれるよ。
いい人。
とにかく俺はこれから尾行を。
だからダメだっつってんでしょ。
調子の分際で俺に指図をするな。
In the end, I can't give permission to tail Suzuha.
逃げたら承知しないからな。
Kurisu is forcing me to help her with her shopping. There's no way out. Damn it. Kurisu really is turning into a class president character. At this rate, she might take over the lab. Wait, could this be what Suzuha was warning me about? Nah. Anyway, time to get my head in the game. We must prepare for the Last Supper, Operation Eldharimer. Screw it. That thing. The Last Supper refers to our party for Suzuha. In the event she reunites with her father, we'll just celebrate normally. In other words, it will be her last supper in Tokyo. However, if she doesn't reunite with her father, we'll kidnap her and force her to participate in our experiments. Sacrifices must be made if we're going to perfect D-mail technology. In that case, it will be the last summer on this world line. The lab's budget, most of which comes out of my pocket, is tight, but it's okay to party every once in a while. There's no such thing as low risk, high return. High risk, high return. That's how a mad scientist operates. I can already taste Suzuha's despair.
あそこにいるのって。
Daru! I followed Kurisu's finger to see Daru emerge from the Yadobashi camera.
見つけたぞ、ダル。
Oh man, intense action music. How's it going, Lord the Pete? I grab his collar to stop him from escaping.
お前、俺の招集に応じないとはどういうつもりだ。
Oh snap, it's on now.
だから用事があるって言ってんじゃん。
用事とは話にならんな。
いや、ちょっと聞いてくれよ。
オフ会とラボメンガールズの手作り料理が食べられるパーティー。お前はどちらを選ぶ？
手作りだと？一つ確認したい。そこにフェイリスさんはいますか？
Before Kurisu can answer that, I whisper to Daru.
フェイリスもラボメンだからね。
そう、どうしてバッティングするんだよ。せめて明日にしてくれれば。
どうする？決断の時だ。お前自身が選択しろ。
Your time is up. Daru!
フェイリスさんの手料理が食べたいです。
オフ会を諦めるよ。そこで試合終了だよ。
諦める。僕はオフ会を諦めるぞ。
Daru surrenders all too quickly.